Hi, I'm Anna. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to answer one of your questions: how to color Wafer paper black. And I'll show you 5 different methods from my least favorite one to my most favorite one, how to use different ingredients and color Wafer paper black. Let's begin. Okay, so here I have 5 samples how to use different ingredients and color wafer paper in black. And I'll show you step by step how to apply each of the methods, but you can tell the difference even here when I have them on a table. You can see that some colors are uneven and some wafer paper pieces become too dry, but I'll show you step by step every single one. Let's start with probably a well-known method is to use candy colors. I have oil candy color in black by Americolor, and you can see it's relatively thick and it's easy to apply, and I like this method because it's quick and candy color won't melt your wafer paper. So you can see this is my first layer and my application of candy color or oil-based color. And the downside depends on the brand, I guess, of your candy color. This gives me a little bit red or dark purple undertone, and it's not completely black. And another big downside of this method, because even 24 hours later, you can see I colored this piece yesterday, it's still transferable. And if you're going to press it onto your paper towel or something, you still see that it smudges and the black color can transfer onto your cake, especially if you're working with lighter colors. But this method is very quick. You need to apply 2 layers of this candy color and let it sit maybe for 24 hours, and your wafer paper will stay flexible and easy to work with. Next method is very similar to our first one, but if you do not have any oil color, you can take a little bit of vegetable oil. I have here just sunflower oil, so any neutral oil, and mixed with black petal dust or black powder color until you form black, thick paste consistency. And then the same, you can apply this mixture onto your wafer paper. And my wafer paper is 0.27 millimeters. And I'm applying on my bumpy side because usually I prefer to have some texture, but you can use any side of wafer paper that you like. So for this method, you probably also need to apply 2 layers. And you can see that the downside are similar to our first method, and it dries a little bit splotchy. And even after 24 hours, even though it looks matte, it still transfers onto your finger and it stays almost on top of your wafer paper and never absorbs by wafer paper itself. And it's a little bit greasy on the other side, so you have very limited number of applications you can use this black wafer paper for. The next application is probably the most known or most common, is to use an airbrush. I'm not going to show you in the details because I don't want to airbrush black around my studio, but you can see wafer paper still stays flexible even though it's a little bit misshapen, and I applied 2 layers of this super black airbrush color and using just a regular airbrush. This method is wonderful, especially if you need to color a few sheets and you don't mind the texture or wafer paper being a little bit misshapen. So I use this method a lot, but you need to brush in a well ventilated area or have a spray booth because black airbrush will get everywhere. Next method to color your wafer paper is to use straight black gel color. I have this brand, but any brand would work. And what you do is just to take your black gel color and apply on your wafer paper. This method is wonderful because it will give you very nice deep color, and you can use this for any colors, not just black. But it will depend on the brand of gel color you use. You can see that this brand gives me really dark, deep black color just in one application. And I use this method a lot. However, if you live in a very dry climate, or I have my heater on and my humidity about 30%, what happens in 24 hours is Wafer paper gets too dry, and you can see how crackly and dry it gets because of the application of gel color. So what I found, and my favorite method to color Wafer paper to keep it soft and to keep it flexible, is to use gel color, same black gel color I used for the previous application. But to my gel color mixture, add just small amount of glycerin, maybe a few drops, to dilute it a little bit. Same glycerin I used for my Wafer paper conditioner. And then when I mix my gel color with glycerin, it gives me the same coverage, so you can see how deep this color gets in just one application. And you can color a lot of Wafer paper using this method on shiny side or bumpy side. Look how even and actually black this color gets even with one application. But the beauty of this method, in 24 hours, it stays so flexible and so soft because of the amount of glycerin. And you can steam this Wafer paper, or you can use any method you want to shape it. And this Wafer paper colored with gel color and glycerin won't transfer on your application, on your cake, so you can easily use it with any of your decorations, even if you're working with white cakes. So this is basically just mixture of black gel color and food glycerin applied together, and I let it set for maybe a few hours, but even you can see in 24 hours it stays flexible, beautiful, and dark, actually dark black. So this is my favorite method to color Wafer paper if you live in a dry climate, and if you live in a humid climate and you do not have any concerns about your humidity, you can use just straight gel color to apply onto your Wafer paper and color it black. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you like it, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, share with your friend and give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Bye bye.